Our in-depth coverage of campaign 2016 continues now. We're joined live in studio with political strategist Cara Cromwell, who's been a frequent guest on Newsmakers here on Eyewitness News. Cara has worked on really both sides of the aisle, working with Republican Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker and Rhode Island Governor Gina Raimondo's campaigns. Thank you very much for being here tonight.
Thanks so much for having me.
So I guess, Cara, what are any takeaways or surprises for you tonight?
I think the big surprise for me in Massachusetts particularly is in a state where you clearly have an electorate that's been pretty pleased on both sides with its governor, Charlie Baker. You also have real disgust on the Republican side, which I think has been shown with their support of Donald Trump.
All right, let's start with the Democrats. Hillary Clinton so far won 6 states tonight. She has major momentum going through right now.
Yeah, well, I think she's been working on this campaign for the better part of 25 years. She's laid her groundwork with all the establishment Democrats and has all those superdelegates sewn up. So I think this is pretty much the end of the road for Bernie Sanders.
You know, he won Vermont today, he won Oklahoma, but if you look at his rallies, thousands of people come out like Trump rallies. How come he hasn't resonated with voters?
Well, I think he has a ceiling. I think there's a limited number of people in the party who aren't with her. And frankly, his message doesn't resonate beyond that core group of folks that are really not happy with what turned out as hope and change was not as much hope and change as he wanted. All
right, Donald Trump said last week that if he gets the nomination, he probably would pick a running mate that's in the political world, so to speak. Ohio Governor John Kasich is still hanging around. He hasn't won yet, but Ohio obviously is one of those 2 big states that you need. Do you see him as a possible running mate for Trump or maybe somebody else?
You know, he'd be a great running mate for really any candidate. The dream ticket there would be if he teamed up with Marco Rubio and you could lock down Florida and Ohio. But I see no reason for him to get out of the race with his state hanging out there on March 15th and a winner-take-all scenario in several other states.
Did Marco Rubio's campaign ever really get started, or is it coming unraveled over the last couple of weeks?
I think he's a little bit of a late bloomer. You know, those early states weeded out candidates that weren't going to collect as many delegates, and he's been left in the shadow a little bit. But I think there's still time for him.
All right, Ted Cruz did win Texas, his home state, and Oklahoma tonight. He's been claiming for several weeks that if Trump is elected, Hillary wins. That good strategy on his part?
Well, he's right. If according to the last national poll, if Trump wins, either Hillary or Bernie Sanders could actually beat him. Having said that, I don't think that's a great message for, as you try and go out and inspire voters.
All right, we're going to be keeping track of this all night long. We'll have more on Eyewitness News at 11 over on WPRI 12. Cara, thank you very much.
No, thank you.